I think Sister Wives Mary's recent posts mean she's distancing herself from the Brown family. Is her independence the right move after the Coyote Pass legal battle? Sister Wives star Meri Brown has been open about the fact that she's feeling strong and independent, but I'm convinced that her recent social media posts are distancing her from the rest of the Brown family, which may not be great for her after the Coyote Pass legal battle. Meri, who spent over 30 years married to Cody Brown, has been one of the more open members of the Brown family over the years. While she was struggling in her marriage to Cody, Meri made it clear that she was always looking out for her best interest, despite outside noise. Throughout Sister Wives Season 19, Meri has shown a whole new side to herself that has made it clear she's exerting her independence after years of putting other people first. Meri's ability to move through one of the most difficult times in her life has been commendable, and seeing her become a better version of herself has been refreshing. Watching Meri move on from her marriage to Cody and try to navigate the difficulties of being independent hasn't been easy. Meri's recent posts on social media have been indicating a push away from her former family, which is somewhat concerning. As Meri has moved through her newest chapter of life, she's been doing a great job at keeping her Instagram followers informed on what's happening. While she can only share so much about her current state because of Sister Wives contracts, she's been sharing a lot about her internal life to ensure her fans that she's processing the big picture issues she's been through. Opening up about the fact that she's felt like she's sitting in an uncomfortable space in recent years, Meri appears to be subtly signaling that her relationships with her fellow Sister Wives cast members aren't good. While Meri and Cody's relationship was always going to suffer after she decided to leave, Meri's recent posts about suffering and discomfort and staying silent when she didn't want to in the past make it clear she's dealing with some major emotional issues. Overall, Meri's been doing her best to forge ahead, but the subtle nods to her relationships with Cody, Robin Brown, Cristin Brown, and Janelle Brown have been interesting. Seeing her subtly push her former relationships away makes me wonder what she's preparing to discuss next. In previous posts and lives, Meri has shared that her plans to open up about her experiences are expansive. After being married to Cody for more than 30 years, she has a lot to say about her experience as a sister wife and her ability to move through tough times. While she may not have as much of a leg to stand on regarding her relationships with other Brown family members, Meri has a lot she can say about her marriage to Cody and her subsequent relationship with Robin. Meri will eventually share more about her time in plural marriage. As Meri has moved through her newfound independence, she's been dealing with a lot. From the end of her marriage to the legal battle for her share of Coyote Pass, Meri has been struggling to keep herself afloat when it comes to the rest of the Brown family. After seeing her recent posts, I feel certain that Meri is trying to distance herself from the family. Making subtle remarks on social media, pushing away and deflecting attention about them, and sharing more about herself than her past with the family, the Sister Wives star is looking out for herself. Meri Brown's recent social media activity has raised eyebrows among Sister Wives fans, with many speculating that she is subtly distancing herself from the Brown family. Given the tumultuous history of the family's internal conflicts, especially the legal battle over Coyote Pass, this perceived shift toward independence feels both inevitable and perhaps necessary. But is Meri's increasing detachment from the Browns truly the right move, or is it simply another chapter in the ongoing saga of personal and familial evolution within the polygamous clan? Signs that Meri is distancing herself. For years, Meri has been the most enigmatic of Cody Brown's wives. Ever since her emotional catfishing scandal, she has often seemed like an outsider in her own family. Yet, despite all the ups and downs, she remained tethered to the Browns, even as Cristin and Janelle chose to leave. However, in recent months, Meri's social media posts have taken on a distinctly independent tone. One that suggests she is carving out a life separate from the family she once fought so hard to remain part of. On Instagram, Meri has been sharing cryptic messages about self-worth, new beginnings, and letting go of the past. One post in particular, in which she wrote about choosing joy over obligation, seemed to signal a clear departure from the family structure that has defined much of her adult life. Additionally, her frequent travels and focus on her Utah-based bed and breakfast business suggest that she is prioritizing herself over any lingering obligations to the Browns. Unlike Janelle, who has maintained some level of connection with Cody for the sake of her children, Meri's ties to the Brown family appear to be fraying more rapidly. The aftermath of the Coyote Pass legal battle. Meri's move toward independence becomes even more understandable when considering the recent Coyote Pass drama. The massive property in Flagstaff, Arizona, was intended to be the Browns' dream homestead, a place where Cody and his wives could each build their own homes while maintaining a sense of familial unity. However, the dream quickly turned into a legal and financial nightmare, with mounting disputes over property division, ownership, and financial contributions. Despite Meri's continued financial investment in the family, she seemed to be pushed further into the background when it came to major decisions. It became clear that Cody had prioritized Robin, leaving the other wives scrambling for clarity about their futures. The legal battle surrounding Coyote Pass only cemented what had been evident for years. Meri was no longer a key player in Cody's vision for the family. If anything, she was being treated more like a financial contributor than a true partner. Is independence the right move for Meri? Given all this, it's fair to ask, is Meri making the right choice by distancing herself? The answer seems to be a resounding yes. For years, Meri has been caught in an emotional limbo, neither fully embraced by the family nor completely detached. This in-between state has prevented her from moving forward and finding true happiness. By stepping away, she has the opportunity to redefine herself outside of the polygamous framework that has shaped much of her identity. Cristin, who was the first to officially leave the Brown family, has since flourished in her new life. She found love again, built a stronger relationship with her children, and embraced a new chapter filled with self-discovery and happiness. If Cristin's experience is any indication, Meri's path to independence could lead to a similar outcome. Additionally, Meri has long been one of the most entrepreneurial of the wives, running her bed and breakfast, LuLaRoe business, and various other ventures. Without the constraints of polygamy and the emotional weight of trying to remain relevant in Cody's life, she can fully focus on what makes her happy. Her recent posts suggest that she is already doing just that, surrounding herself with supportive friends and carving out a life that no longer revolves around seeking Cody's approval. The emotional toll of staying. Another reason Meri's distance makes sense is the sheer emotional toll of remaining entangled in the Brown family dynamics. Over the years, she has endured humiliation, rejection, and neglect. Even as she attempted to mend her relationship with Cody, he made it clear that he no longer viewed her as a romantic partner. Despite her continued loyalty, Cody seemed indifferent to whether she stayed or left. In one particularly brutal sister-wives episode, he admitted that he would not stop her from leaving if she wanted to. The family's treatment of Meri raises the question, why should she continue to invest in a family that does not invest in her? The answer, at least in the past, seemed to be a mix of habit, obligation.